What are you waiting on? What are you waiting for?
What is a typical day in your life like?
A typical day in my life, it's pretty boring. I usually wake up around like 6:30 in the morning. I go running. And it depends. Sometimes I have early classes, I have late classes. In early class, I usually go to school, I come home, I'll go to work, and then train at night. If I have a late class, I usually train after I go running, go to class at night. And during the weekends I usually get a lot of my training in because I do a lot of long distance running and biking. So a typical Saturday for me, I'll wake up around 12 o'clock. I usually put anywhere from 25 to 30 miles. And on a Sunday, I'll bike anywhere from 80 to 100 miles. So a lot of my weekends are spent by myself. It sounds boring to most people, but it's something I enjoy doing. It's almost like it's like a high. It's weird, I can't explain it.
And what is your diet usually?
I usually get criticized about my diet a lot. A lot of my friends hate me because I get to eat what I want. Because when you're running and biking anywhere from 150 to 200 miles a week, you burn a lot of calories. So, for example, the other weekend, I had a 200-mile bike ride, and it was a 20-hour cutoff. So I biked 18 hours straight and burned close to 9,000 calories. And the only things I ate Cinnabons, I had donuts, I had McDonald's, ice cream, and at the end of it, I ended up losing 2 pounds.
When you attempt something and you fail, what keeps you motivated to try again or think of a different way to do it so that you can accomplish it?
Well, once I have a goal in mind, I know I'm going to fail. Failure is something that happens to everybody. Even the greatest people fail. Nothing's really impossible. People have been to the moon. There's people that ran extremely long distances. There's people that are extremely smart. You just have to test your limits because you really don't know your limits until you push them. And then when you finally reach your limits, that's when you set new ones and you keep on exceeding and testing yourself.
What would you say is your biggest goal that you want to accomplish within the next 5 years?
My biggest goal. It's been a goal for like the past year now. There's an ultra marathon in Arizona. It's called Badwater. It's a 135-mile foot race through Death Valley in July. The temperatures get about 127 degrees, and you have to actually run on the white lines in the street, because if you run on the black tar, the soles of your shoes will melt off. So I think that'll be a physical test and mental test as well. So the best advice I have is just to try to better yourself every day. You're always trying to want to learn something or push yourself. You never want to waste a day. Even if it's a rest day or a day where you don't have any school or you don't have work or anything. You always want to make something out of the day.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
A typical day in my life is like waking up at 6:45 in the morning. Now that I'm not in school, taking my little sisters to school. Coming home, eating really fast, going to work, and after going to work, traveling all the way to the gym, training, eating some more, and finally going to bed around like 10:30 at night, 11:30.
What does your diet usually consist of?
I weigh my food, So I eat about 8, maybe 9 times a day, depending how hungry I am, every 2 or 3 hours. And I've eliminated dairy, or what I would consider harmful carbs like bread.
When you attempt something and you fail, how do you stay motivated to try again or think of a new way to accomplish it?
I think I'm getting better at that. I used to get really, really frustrated. But I realized that eventually I'm gonna get it. So once I do get it, it's gonna feel extremely worth it, and it's going to be such a gratifying feeling, because I've been doing this for 2 years now.
Dip drive, big hips, fast feet.
What is the biggest goal that you want to accomplish within the next 5 years?
2 important goals. I think it would be to go for my master's and have it, and to have my own business within 5 years, hopefully sooner.
And if there's any advice you can give to anybody, what would it be?
To never make anything a routine, to have fun, because the minute you make it a routine, you lack the motivation to do it. It makes everything that much harder.
It's funny to me how you've turned into such a